Today we're going to be talking about what the best ferret treats are. We love to spoil our ferrets rotten. I know that I do as well. And we love giving them lots of different treats so that they're nice and happy. Some ferrets can jump at any opportunity when it comes to new foods and try everything. However, what they like might not necessarily always be good for them. So it's important to feed them things that are good for them and will keep them nice and healthy. Some ferret owners have fed their ferrets sultanas, bananas, other fruits and vegetables, cereals like Cheerios and things like that. Which really are not good for ferrets. Please keep in mind that ferrets are obligate carnivores. Their digestive systems are made and specifically designed for them to eat meat. So things like bananas, sultanas, carrots, apples, all those things, and cereals, they can't actually digest them and can lead to a whole range of complications such as intestinal blockages because their bodies can't actually digest foods like that, so they can get lodged in the intestines and not be able to pass through. So you can have intestinal blockages, they can have diarrhea, and then if you overfeed them those foods too much, then it can lead to a whole other range of illnesses. And we all know what that means. So the best ferret treats that you can give your ferrets ever are definitely whole raw foods. So things like whole rats, and you can get a variety of them as well. You can get them from when they're pinkies to when they're adults. I tend to feed mine the fuzzy, and then you can also feed them mice, chicks, and rabbits. You can go to the butcher and ask if they can order you in some rabbits. If you're in the UK, I know that some people there hunt pigeons and hares, and if you think that they're disease-free and healthy, then definitely the ferrets will love those. And you can also give things like spatchcocks. Have a bit of an explore and see what you can find when it comes to the whole food varieties that ferrets might like to eat. With the whole foods, the reason why they're so good is that you give them everything from the fur to the bones to the organs, and all of that contains a different set of nutrients. So can you see how sharp and pointy their teeth are? And comparing to mine, wait, you? A ferret's teeth are specifically designed to rip apart meat. This is what they're designed to do, guys. And their whole digestive system, starting from their mouth, is specifically designed to rip apart prey. Isn't it? And for kisses. So don't be afraid to feed your ferret meat. This is what they're designed to eat. Another reason why it is so important to feed whole raw foods such as the rats and mice and rabbits and all of those is because ferrets actually do need a little bit of roughage such as greens, but the only form that they would ever get it in the wild, if they were wild animals, would be from the stomach and intestinal contents of their prey. So it would already come in digested form. Yeah. I hope the cat didn't pee on that. Next best treats that you can feed your ferret include fleshy meats. So for example, if you want to give them some raw steak or some raw chicken, or some chicken necks, which I find are fantastic for cleaning their teeth. I find that they're the best toothbrushes that you can get if they can chew on them and clean their teeth with the bone. Obviously, you can't have a whole diet based on just the flesh of an animal because the ferret won't get all the nutrients that it needs. So fleshy meats are a great treat. If you're eating a piece of steak or making a spaghetti bolognese, then before you cook it, rip some apart for your ferrets and just give them a treat. Make sure that you never feed ferrets any meats with spices on them, so once they've already cooked. You can feed ferrets cooked meats if you want, but just keep in mind that they don't have as many nutrients in them, so it's definitely better to feed them raw. And if you are going to feed them cooked meat, then make sure that you don't cook it on oil or anything like that. Just pure straight onto the pan, cook it, and off it goes, and wait for it to cool as well. Another thing that you can give ferrets are egg yolks. My ferrets absolutely love egg yolks, and you can give them as many as 2 egg yolks per week. Do not feed them egg whites, however, because it has been scientifically proven that egg white can cause a biotin deficiency in ferrets, which can make them lose fur. One thing to keep in mind when feeding raw foods is make sure that they do come from reliable sources and are as fresh as they can possibly be. And on the very bottom of the ferret food treat pyramid are packaged foods made by us humans. The treats in packets, make sure that they contain as much meat as possible if you must get them for your ferrets. And just check the ingredients. Sometimes manufacturers put some really strange stuff in there. So always be really knowledgeable on what you're buying. Check the ingredients. Make sure that what you're getting is good for your ferret. And if not, then don't buy it. And the more we don't buy foods for ferrets that are not good for them, the more manufacturers will realize that we're not interested in buying stuff that isn't good for our ferrets, and hopefully they'll start producing things that are. So occasionally ferrets will get the occasional lick of a human treat, and if it happens once in a blue moon, it's not going to kill them, but don't let them get to your food too often because they'll learn to beg for it and they'll keep bothering you until they do get it. And we all know that it's really hard to resist those gorgeous little eyes. Don't let ferrets take advantage of you too much. When it comes to treats, they do tend to love things that are not good for them, but it is up to you. You know better, and it is up to you to not feed them what could do them harm. Now, I know that a lot of people have trouble feeding their ferrets meat, raw meat, and that's because some ferrets have gotten used to eating kibbles. But if you subscribe to this channel, then next week I'll show you how to train your ferret to eat meat. Also, don't forget to join us on the Ferret-World Facebook page, on the Ferret-World Pinterest page, and the Ferret-World Twitter page. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Ferret-World newsletter, because if you haven't already, then you get a free ferret first aid and emergency care book, which is absolutely awesome, and it's already saved some ferrets' lives, which I'm really proud of. So please subscribe and get that book. And on that note, we'll say goodbye. Aw, kisses.